So, ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, meine Damen und Herren, señores y señoras, here we are once again. It is the it's actually the fourth quarterfinal. It is Cast against DieStar, so it's a Empire member against an Empire member, and it is DieStar against Cast. DieStar spawning here as the purple Protoss and purple Terran player in the top left position, and DieStar, why is he showed as yellow in the scoreboard? Now he is not anymore, and Cast is spawning as the yellow Terran player at the top right position. So those two guys were chatting a little bit. Cast was talking about his problems he has with his connection, like we saw in the game on Scrap Station, which he won. And DieStar wants to hurry as well, and because I just realized I had both a probe and a drone and a TVT as the race symbols. So what was I talking about? Kaz had his problems with the leg, and DieStar is playing in this 2v2 tournament, and his next match should start in 10 minutes, and because of this is a best of 3, those two guys are not happy about it, and we have legs by two times already. But looks like legs are gone for the moment. We didn't see a leg screen, and because of the fact that those two guys are spawning next to each other, we could see some intense TVT action here with a possible Marine Marauder attack. DieStar even asked Cast not to camp, not to just get a shitload of siege tank and wait for something to happen. Those two guys want to finish this best of 3 as fast as possible, so DieStar can play in his tournaments. And there we saw once again a small leg spike, not anymore. And Cast, on the other hand, he wants to advance, he wants to play the semifinals, and the winner is, of course, will play against Insolence. Insolence is currently one of the observers here as well, so he can take a look what the shape those two guys currently are, if they're having a good day, if they're having a bad day, because all those factors, of course, play a role. If the Terran player, or the player in general, can be successful or not at all. So production tab is up. We see the Cast going for the 1-1-1. There we see the starport is coming up. No add-on on the barracks, no add-on on the factory though. So this is quite interesting. Now he's building the second barracks. And interestingly enough, he is not having a single Marine here in the front of the ramp. So DieStar right now, he just could walk up the ramp, just do as he pleases, because there's nothing to stop him. There's no unit here at the Zeldaga watchtower in the north or in the south at the center location. So, and he's not attacking the destructible rocks as well. So is he afraid of a possible Reaper coming in here? Maybe that's why he's having his Marines there, because a possible Reaper attack might be possible, because DieStar said, okay, we need to hurry, this game needs to be over pretty fast. There we see the starport with the first tech lab on it. He built a Banshee, then he cancelled the Banshees to go for the Raven right away. Factory is now landed over there. Barracks is getting rearranged to this reactor. Meanwhile, a tech lab coming up at the second barracks, which just finished there at the second barracks. We should see a Stimpack research pretty soon, and indeed there was a Reaper. The Reaper got off 1 kill, and that's about it. Meanwhile, what is DieStar doing as well? In his main base, Cast going for the money scan, spotting everything, seeing those double barracks and the factory here. And he's already getting rid of his destructible rock. So DieStar, he wants to attack, he wants to be aggressive, having the second tank out already. What's up with the siege tank will be finished in 40 seconds. In 100 seconds for, on the other hand, the stim pack for cars will finish. And if cars will be staying on marine only, he might not be in such a good position against the siege tanks, because the Marauders with the +1 armor, without any upgrades in the 125 HP, last quite a long while. Meanwhile, the tanks, even though they got 1 HP as well, and even 1 armor as well, and even more HP, their main focus is to deal the splash damage when being in siege mode against those Marines. So the Marines are now, they were moving out, but now they are moving back, because yes, Kaz is realizing that DieStar broke the wall, broke the ramps, so Siege Tank 1 is sieging up, Siege Tank 2 is sieging up as well, supply depot goes down. Kaz is currently supply blocked, another supply depot just finished for him, but he only will be able to produce 1 additional Marine, so he needs to wait until he's got more supply depots finished. So Siege Tank 1 and 2 are sieged up, there even is an auto turret being dropped. Marines and Marauder by DieStar here at the front, both units, both infantries without stim right now, but now the stim for stim for Kaz is finished, and Kaz saying what a slate, and he was talking about slideshow. Because, yeah, Kaz is having some really big problems, and DieStar taking this game with absolute ease, is being up 1-0, and Kaz said he would have won this game, no questions asked, because he did not micro his units at all. The reason because of that was maybe most likely that he was just not able to micro his units, and because this game was over so fast. I still have a little bit time to talk a little bit about about that what I was talking to about with Sis, who lost against Insolence in the quarterfinals. So is this next game already up? No, it is not just yet, so we have to wait a little bit more.